I'm Fuzzy Bear, and today I'm going to be talking about piercings, the ones I've had, the ones I have right now, and the ones I want in the future. I would say the ones that I hate as well, but there's no really any piercing that I would particularly hate. There's been bad experiences with piercings, but there's none I actually don't like the look of because I adore piercings. Okay, so the ones that I used to have but don't anymore, I'm not going to really count them because there's just too many to say, but I've had the seconds of my ears pierced before, but then he healed up, and then I had two on this side, but those both they overgrew themselves. I went in the swimming pool and my hair caught it and pulled it back, and then the next day my skin overgrabbed it all, and it had skin and lump all there from both piercings, were just basically inside my ear. It was scary as hell. I had to go to the Wales hospital to get it cut out with a scalpel and everything on my holiday, so it was very, very bad, and it really hurt loads. He had to give me injections and tablets because I was that tall for my age and stuff that it never actually affected me. All of those paracetamol sort of stuff, the stuff that numbs you down. So that was a really bad experience. And then I also pierced it all on my own, this side of the ear. I've had the top of this ear pierced. That really hurt. Pain scale 9. It was a long time ago, but it freaking killed. It's my most painful piercing. Definitely. And then I pierced myself again on this side because when I was younger, my mum didn't really want to pay out for piercings, so I just got a earring and just pushed down for an hour, and yeah, it hurt a lot and it bled a lot, and my mum was just just stick a needle, because that's what she did as a kid, but no, I was too scared to use a needle. So the next piercing I had, I'm working down the body, would be this side of the nose. I had it done before and it healed up because I had the ring that hedonism gives you, but it's one side's flat and the other side you can just roll it all the way off. And I washed my face and it went down a drain, and so I lost it, so I couldn't put anything in there. So I had to go and get re-pierced a month later. So that's my nose. The next thing I got pierced, but it's gone out now, is my smiley, and the reason why I took that out was because it was making a hole in your tooth, because it roads away at your tooth. And also, it looked like I had a hole in my tooth because of the balls. If I had the one that was just ball on its own, it looked like I had a hole right there. And if I had two like that, it just didn't look good. But at the same time, I still want it done. But if I have it done again, I'm going to stick to silver and red balls and bars and shit, because I don't want to stay with the black, because the black just makes it look horrible. Okay, so the last two piercings that I used to have were my hips. I had both sides done. They didn't hurt at all. It felt really uncomfortable when they were doing it because you hold down your skin and then you push down the needle and then back up again. And it was I was lying down and I could see it. I was looking down what the fuck's going on? So I thought they were going to clamp it, because seeing on YouTube they clamp it, they put the needle through, put a cork on the end, and then put your jewellery in, but no, they didn't do that. And it was also uneven, but that was because I only noticed when I took out my piercings, because when they were in, they looked even. It was weird. But yeah, they were fine. There was nothing wrong with hedonism. I chose how they looked. I chose the position and all that. They didn't. And because I let everyone touch him, because it was a piercing that no one ever had, because I don't know anyone who's actually had their hips done, personally, at all. Yeah, I don't even know anyone famous with their hips done, actually. Yeah, I don't know anyone with their hips done. It's weird. But I let everyone touch him, and I recommend you keep the plaster on for 6 weeks or something, just to prolong how long you have them. Because if you have people touching them, they get infected and it hurts and it goes all red and pussy, and then you have to take them out and it is disgusting, because then you have to push the bars. You have to push that way and gunk goes out. Disgusting. Seriously, I do not recommend it. And you have to wear plasters for even longer than 6 weeks to cause no more infection. But now they're taken out, the scarring, it's not even there. It's a light white kind of dot on both sides. So the scarring's really good. Scarring on everything. Can't see it really. Just the hips is more visible because it's not hidden by the ear, or these are stretched now so you can't even see them, or my smiley, it's in my mouth, so you know. Okay, so the piercings I do have now are the top of my ear, but I don't have any jewellery in it at the moment. And then I have both my seconds done, and these are at 6mm at the moment. And then on the bottoms I have a 5mm on this one, and then a 6mm taper in this one. I know you're not supposed to use tapers as jewellery, but I wanted to stretch up, but I don't have any 6mm plugs yet. So my sister's going to go get some from like Ropers or something, just so I can put them in, because I'm trying to go all the way up to 20mm on my bottoms. But 6mm is my max on these. These are just like retainers, and they can easily come out of the double flare. And they're like, they got a hole in the back, which I love, because when you're on the lower sizes, it's just a solid one, and I can never get these back in. But it's always a solid one, got it in. And then on this one I'm not going to take it out because it kind of hurts still. Like it's just like, you can feel it sort of thing, like going in and out, and don't really like it. It's like an uncomfortable feeling. This is a single flare with like a rubber like slot on the back, and then obviously this is just taper. So yeah, I'm making sure to rub it on the front, don't come off. Okay, so the next piercings that I've had, well, got now, are both on the side of my like nose, yeah, and they aren't the same as when you originally get your nose pierced, because when you originally get it done, it's really thin, isn't it? Unless you get it from like, it depends where you get it from. If you get it from a gun, it's smaller than if you get it done by a needle. But I got mine done by a needle, so it was kind of thick already, but then I went back down to a tiny size. And then I got it stretched up, and I'll show you now if I can get the ball off. Yep, got this off. Okay. I'm using, get it out. Okay, so currently I'm having one of these on my nose. It's a elaborate kind of bar, and I can't remember what the size is, I think it's a 1.2. But this is basically the size of what's in my nose. And you can kind of see a hole, and I've just dropped the ball, oh god. But yeah, it's really easy to put in, but it hurt the first time I had it done. Like, stretched up, obviously, but I didn't get any taper or anything. I can't get it back in now. Okay, so now it's in. So if you ever wanted to go like to a job, I don't recommend it, but like you can just keep it out, and it just, but I didn't put a taper in or anything, but I just pushed it in, sort of thing. That's all I did. I just pushed it in like for ages. Okay, so my next piercing is my septum. I've had this since year 10? Yeah, year 10. So that's 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. Wow. So it's kind of durable. I can tug on it and shit. This is a 1.2 in my nose right now, but I usually have a 1.6. But my family and some of my friends actually prefer it being smaller and like kind of just on the nose, like coming out. I usually have bigger ones, and like not that big obviously, but like they're like longer, so they come down to like there, and I like that. But if it looks prettier like this, then prettier like this. Okay, so my 9th piercing that I have so far is my lip. I got this done Christmas time in 2014. I remember because I got it done with my money that I got from Christmas. Who did I get it done with? I got it done with Zach. I don't know why I forgot that. Yeah, I got it done with Zach. It didn't hurt at all. It felt like a pinch on your skin. But other than that, it didn't hurt at all. And it's completely addictive. But I've cracked my tooth from the bars because I can't use the bars at all, or I've cracked my teeth and shit like that. So I have to keep this ring in. But even then, I prefer the ring. Okay, so my 10th piercing and last piercing I have like on my body today is my belly bar. I'm not going to really show you because it's just a basic belly bar piercing sort of thing. It's just a Superman one. But I had this done in year 10, and it hurt, but it was the clamp that hurt the most sort of thing. Like, so when I had the clamp on it really hurt, but then the needle, it felt less painful than the clamp, but it still felt painful. I don't know why it felt painful for me, but it just did. So that's my pain ratio, but it's not infected at all. I clean like all my piercings with some strawberry lace hand wash, so it smells good, especially my belly bar because I did stretch it, so obviously it's not going to smell the nicest. But it doesn't smell anymore, but it used to smell like from like, you know, stretching it, and like if you don't disinfect it, it'll smell like bomb. So yeah, I'm just telling you my bomb smelling belly button. Okay, so let's go on to the last section of this video. So this is the piercings I want. So this part's going to take probably the most time, unless I just race through it now. Okay, so what I want is this re-pierce at the top. I want 3 more on this side. I want a scaffolding on this side. I want both of the, I don't really know what it's called, but like where you just have this little piece done. I really hated it before because you can't put your earphones in, but after a while, if you like heal, then they won't hurt anymore, will they? So, you know. I want the other side of my lip done, and I want the middle of my lip done. I want my tongue done, if I can, both, like venom bites, but it'll most probably be just the one because of veins and shit, and even then I might not even have my tongue done because of veins. And then I also want my collarbones done, so that'll be classed as 4 because I want microdermals like the bars, and I want the inside, like, you know, like where your bones like just go in like a triangle. I want to get right in there, like a microdermal as well. I want my hips done again, but with microdermals, and then each side of like your belly button done with microdermals too. So basically, I'll have like a really shiny torso. I want both my wrists done. I want my nipples done, both sides. I want my Christina pierced. If you want to know what that is, then go Google it yourself because I'm not going to really show you a vagina. That is about it, except for obviously if it counts as a piercing, I want my bottoms done to 20mm. That's probably my maximum on my ears, 6mm and 20mm. I was going to stop at 5mm on my seconds, but I had to stretch up to 6mm for my retainers, but then after I fell in love with the 6mm more than the 5mm because it shows a bit, it's like a nicer gauge. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I also wanted done, like, because my mum had this done, but so it kind of puts me off it, but each side of like inside of the like hand sort of thing with microdermals as well. I want this done because it looks really pretty and it just makes your hands look a bit more girly because, you know, like, I know having nail polish, I know these just come off, but it's from doing shit and it's just gone on like my nails, so I had to take off nail varnish. I will be reapplying it in a bin, but yeah, I just really want these done because it makes you look more girly, but my mum had it done and she caught on it so much, so she had it taken out. But I want to take that chance and risk because it just looks really pretty and I think. Okay, so this is the end of the video. Go leave a comment if you have any piercings or what you want in the future or your bad experiences with piercings. I hope you enjoyed this video. Go click the thumbs up button below and buzzy